What's going on YouTube? This is Jackson here with another video. Dice golf game. I'm actually going to play around for two of my golfers. I think it's Ben Crenshaw and Greg Norman. They're in the lowest spots going into round three. So I'll just play one all the way through so you guys can see how it's played all the way through. Let me make sure. So yes, it's going to be Greg Norman. Out of 20 people, he's in last place. And then the second to last person is Ben Crenshaw. Greg Norman is at +3. Crenshaw is at even. Alright, so let's just go right here. We'll put Crenshaw at +3. And Norman at even. Let's keep it right here. So on my phone I have the actual scores of the first two rounds. Of course down here at the bottom. So that's how I'm seeing, and I'm just gonna do the sheet I did yesterday. Alright, so on the first hole, I'm gonna play Greg Norman all the way through, then Crenshaw all the way through. They're paired together, but I'm just gonna do it all the way through. So par 4 for Norman. On par 4, he has a 5. So that's a par. So he's still at +3. Hole number 2 is a par 4. He has a 1, which is a birdie. So he's going to drop down to a +2. Par 5 is next. He has a 3 on a par 5, which is a birdie. He's shooting a very good, so +1. Shooting very good first, front 9. Which one he has next? Par 4. He has a 2. Another birdie. He's even now. I would say that he's probably doing so good now. Typically in golf, people who start early in the morning don't get all the bad weather. They get it calm and everything. That's why I'm going to say he's doing as good as he's doing. Because he's shooting real good right now. Par 4. He has a 3, which is a par. So he's still at even. Next is a par 5. 4 on a par 5 is a par. That's even. Next is a par 3. Oh, nice. We got a 1 for a hole in one. That's going to drop him 2 shots. It's going to go to 2 under. Wow. Another par 3 on the 8th. He has a 4. 4 on the par 3 is a par. So he's still at a -2. Ninth hole is a par 4. You got a 2. 2 on a par 4 is a birdie. So you got -3. I'm just doing total score. So you got a -3. He started off as a +3, so 3 is even. So he should have shot a -6 on the front 9. That's good. Start of the back nine is a par 5. You got a 4. 4 on a par 5. It's a par. It's a -3. Par 5 again. Got a 2. 2 on a par 5. It's a birdie. So he's at a -4. Next he has a par 3s coming up too. Got a 4. 4 on a par 3. It's a par. Still at a -4. Next is a par 4. Got a 1, which is a birdie. Brings him to a -5. Next is a par 5. 4, which is a par. Has another par 5 coming up. Got lucky. He has a 5, which is a par. -5. So hole 16 is a par 5. Got a 2. I believe that's a birdie. That is a birdie. He's at a -6. On the 17th hole, a par 4. 2. A birdie. He's at a -7. 18th hole is a par 3. A 3 on a par 3 is a birdie. Wow. Wow. Well, that was a good round. So we have Norman. He started off round 3 at a +3. Now he's at a -8. His first round he shot a +2. So 2 over. Next person I'm going to play through, I said, is going to be Ben Crenshaw. He's at an even par. Let's see if he can match the energy of Greg Norman. Par 4, rolls a 2, which is a birdie. So he's at -1. Par 4, 2, another birdie, -2. Par 5, he gets a bogey, he drops a shot to a -1. Par 4, roll to 3. Par 4, 3 is a par. At -1. Next hole is a par 4. Wow. He rolls a 6, which is a bogey. Par 4, 6, yes, bogey. So now he's back to even. I'm thinking about making some changes for double bogeys, but when I did the research on golf, the professionals, not too many get double bogeys. So I tried to keep it in the PGA score range. They usually get birdies, eagles, pars, maybe a bogey. With my stroke play, you will see double bogeys, triple bogeys, because it's a shot by shot. You can end up in the rough, which is going to affect your next shot. So I'll come up with another video later just showing that, but let's finish this. Par 5. He shot a bogey again. So now he's at +1. Par 3. shoots a 4, which I believe is a par. Par 3, 4, yes, par. So he's still at +1. The 8th hole is a par 3. He shoots a par. So he's still at a +1. The 9th hole is a par 4. He shoots a 3. 3 on a par 4. It's a par. So he shot a 1 over on the front 9. Let's see what he can do on the back 9. I'm guessing he's probably pressing the issue. Looking at Greg Norman. No, is it Norman he's playing with? I don't think Norman he's playing with. Yeah, looking at Greg Norman, and he's seen him making birdies, and I guess he just was pressing the issue. But on the back 9, let's see how it goes. Par 5. That'll help. He got an eagle. So that's +2, so even. He's at -1. Par 5 on the 10th. Got a 3. Which I think that is a birdie. Par 5. A 3. Yes, he got a birdie. So now he's at -2. Par 3. He rolls a 3. Which is a birdie. Okay, he's doing pretty good on the back 9. Eagle and 2 birdies to start it off. Par 4. He gives back a shot. It's back at -2. Next one's a par 5. Has a 2. I believe that's a birdie. Par 5 2 is a birdie. So he gains that shot back. He's at -3. Next, par 5. Rolls a 2, which I believe that's a birdie as well. It is. Okay, he's coming along, trying to catch up. Par 5 on the 16th hole. He gets another birdie. Now he's at -5. Par 4 on the 17th. Rolls a 2. 2 on a par 4. There's a birdie. He's at -6. And the 18th hole is a par 3. He rolls a 3. Par 3. A 3 is a birdie. So he's at -7. Okay, so he finished around at -7, so he shot 7 under par. That's really shocking considering majority of the golfers usually do pars, not all these birdies. Okay, so that's just a quick playthrough of the 2 golfers playing a quick 18 holes. I just want to show you guys. Quick play of the game. I know I gave you directions on it yesterday and how to play, but I just want to show you quick play of how it's played. Off camera, I'm gonna probably finish up this round and see who's going into the final round. How I have it set up is I picked 20 of the best golfers that I could think of. So I have Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, Arnold Palmer, Phil Mickelson, Watson, Player, Bobby Jones, Snead, Trevino, Singh, Walter Hagen, Ballesteros, Sarazen, Faldo, Norman, Nelson, Langer, Kite, and Crenshaw. So I just have them playing 4 rounds. I'm treating it like it is the Champions Tour. minus having a cut. I'm not gonna make a cut. I'm gonna just let everyone play through. No, I lied. Actually, I let everybody play the third round, and then the fourth round, I'm just gonna take the top 10 and let them play through and see who's gonna win. All right. Hope you guys liked it. The walkthrough. I will be making a video on the stroke play rules. I'll just give you a quick example on the par 4. You can always just use one dice, but I like to use 3 different ones. So I like to use a blue dice as the driver, red dice as the irons, and the green dice as the putter. But I'll explain those things to you later. Also, I'm gonna do a 2d6 dice football game that I have. That's probably gonna be the next one that I'm gonna put up. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoy.